Alright guys, so I've got something a little bit different today. As you know, the other day there was quite a big update for BFN. There's actually going to be another one coming out, I think, next week. There was a bit of confusion, a bit of miscommunication about all the time to kill changes. They actually ended up making some changes in the update just gone that they weren't supposed to. Quite a lot of characters actually had their primaries nerfed, and there was some other stuff as well. That was all sort of unintentional, and that is going to be getting rectified in the update next week, which is when all these changes are actually supposed to be going live. But what they actually did as a result of the confusion was they released next week's patch notes, and I would actually quite like to go through them, have a little read, because basically these are changes that we've been asking for Christ knows how long, and now we actually have a chance to look at exactly what is going to be happening. So I'm going to chill out with a cup of tea. Let's read some patch notes. Coming soon, early December, time to kill change list. Peashooter. P-cannon, direct damage increase from 12 to 20. Splash damage increase from 12 to 14. Reduce camera recoil. So what's Peashooter been hitting up to this point? Like 24? Yeah, that's about to become 34. And I'm pretty sure Garden Warfare Peashooter hits like 35. So they're essentially giving us back Garden Warfare Peashooter, you know, minus the hyper that's complete AIDS. Not saying this one's perfect, but I've definitely lost less sleep over this one. Chomper. Chomp damage increase from 28 to 40. Slobber shot damage increase from 22 to 34. Projectile speed post drag period reduce. I'm just gonna pretend like I know what the fuck they're talking about. And they're buffing halitosis as well. So in Queen's English, I think Chomper has an upgrade that lets him do like 29 damage with his bite. That's now gonna become at least 40. His projectile is now gonna hit like 34 instead of like 23. And halitosis is now gonna add an additional 9 damage onto that. So his projectile could now be hitting over 40 damage as well. And the other thing they mentioned, fuck if I know. Colonel Corn. Cob Busters, damage increase 3.86 to 5.2. Okay. I don't want to sound like a dickhead. Am I the only one who doesn't understand all this decimal point shit? I think you'll find the primary weapon on this character hits 3.86 damage. 4 would have worked. So his primary damage is going up from 3.86 to 5.2. Reduced projectile spread when moving. That's good. That, I believe, is an accuracy buff. Ammo capacity increase from 46 to 52. Okay. Giving my man a bigger clip as well. And reduced camera recoil. So that's a nice, tidy little buff for Colonel Corn. If we could maybe have a situation where, with the butter beacon, hitting like a good 6 or 7 damage, and his accuracy's on point as well, I think we could finally start rolling with this character. I mean, not that I haven't been rolling with him to this point, it's just kind of a chore. Nightcap. Spore strike damage increase 12 to 17. Ammo capacity increase from 16 to 20. Bro, Nightcap's looking scary. 17 damage and an extra 4 shots. I mean, Nightcap's going to be laying the fucking smackdown. But then, of course, with all the other time to kill changes coming in, she's also going to die a lot faster, so it kind of balances out. Snapdragon. Flame Blow is getting its damage buffed by 2. Flareball's getting its damage buffed by 10. Decreased heat gain rate. That's good. That needed to happen. And the overheat penalty on both of them is being cut down. That's a big one for Snapdragon. Hey, I'm liking the look of these changes so far. Cactus. Don't care. Moving on to Citron. Juice Cannon. Increased damage per projectile from 2.55 to 2.6. Why? Like, what was the point? I mean, like, I hate to be that guy. I'm not the expert. Are we really going to notice a difference in damage of 0.05? Decreased projectile spread per shot. Okay. Because the thing about Citron is his primary's quite inaccurate, but if you barrel stuff someone and unload a clip in them, they actually die pretty quickly. They're essentially just making it even easier. Peel shield is getting nerfed. Increased shield regen delay, I presume that's in seconds, 2 to 3.5. And increased shield regen delay from destroyed from 2 to 5. That's good. That's really gonna change the way you kind of approach Citron, I think, because I think his shield at the moment is way too generous and it takes so fucking long to bust the thing down. As it stands right now, you really don't gain anything from pressuring his shield. This is actually gonna kind of reward you for pressuring his shield, and that's good. I don't think the guy should be fucking god. He's an orange. Acorn and Oak. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Acorn and Big Man. Mate, he's big. Shell shot, increased damage from 4 to 6. Oh, sorry, 4.8 to 6.6. Decreased projectile spread when jumping. Right, let's make him better at bunny hopping, like his hitbox wasn't already the size of a fucking Cheerio. Decreased recoil when moving, decreased recoil when aiming, increased ammo from 40 to 45. Bruv, Acorn is getting rotted. Sap Trap, reduce ability refresh time from 15 to 9. It's gonna take less than 10 seconds to recharge it. And it's getting a damage damage buff! So basically what they're saying here is use Acorn a bit more. They're still buffing the Woodgrief, that's Big Man's primary. Mate, that shit's gonna hit 40 damage. But they're also buffing the fuck out of Acorn. Out of all the characters I've looked at so far, this one actually scares me the most. Acorn is gonna be a fucking madman. Foot Soldier. Increase damage from 4 to 6. Increase ammo capacity from 40 to 45. Decrease camera recoil. Decrease projectile spread when jumping. See, when it says 6 damage, is that 6 damage normal or 6 damage crit? Because 6 damage crit, isn't that what he's already doing right now? I'm actually that fucking dumb, I can't remember. They're making him a bit more accurate and they're giving him more ammo as well. And mate, fucking 2 points of damage is 2 points of damage. Impy von Impenhausen. Blasters, damage increased from 3.5 to 4.95. Imp Carter, increased damage. Do you know what? I had to double check that then. For a split second, I thought that said they were increasing his damage from 1 to 12. Could you imagine that horseshit? Mate, they're buffing Ripcord. Mate, Imp Carter's gonna be disgusting. Captain Deadbeard. More like Captain couldn't give a fuck. Team Wolfy! The revolution! Football cannon, damage increase from 6 to 8. Decrease overheat penalty time. Decrease camera shake. Decrease projectile spread when aiming. So he's getting his damage buffed by 2. His overheat penalty time getting cut in half. And then whatever the fuck all of that means. Mate, Team Wolfy is about to rip this bitch a new arsehole. This is going to be a madness. I have no idea how it's going to play out. I'll tell you what. I'm looking forward to finding out. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. If you enjoyed the video, maybe think about smacking that like button. If you haven't already joined the revolution, let this just serve as your daily reminder that Team Wolfy is taking over. Subscribe and join the revolution today. And remember to spread the word. My guy, we're an infection, so we might as well fucking infect. Maybe hit the little notification bell if you want. See you next time.